Hi, Silke here. Um, I don't know if you have the similar like me, but sometimes I get emotionally triggered, like pretty seriously. So I'm just wondering, have you ever tried to, be in a conversation with somebody and they just say something slightly wrong there, maybe commenting on your clothes or something like that, you feel uncomfortable, or you are going to talk to your boss and you feel uncomfortable, you want to ask for a raise and you're not feeling the way you want, right? So you're emotionally triggered in the moment. My whole life has been run by that, and I have been trying to struggle with it. Usually what we will do is we might go to the therapist and say, oh gosh, I have this emotion, I don't know what to do with it. Oh, can you please help me get it, overcome it? Or you go to a healer and get some energy work done. Or some will go to a friend and complain about the situation. Oh gosh, my boss is such a horrible jackass, and he's not, don't know what he's doing, and I makes me really feel uncomfortable. Or people are commenting on my clothes. I don't want them to do that. So, or you can just, ignore it and just, you know, maybe pretend it doesn't happen. After this talk, I want you to be in a situation where you actually look forward to getting emotionally triggered. So, I will tell you a story that is not so long ago where I experienced it. I was participating in a course where you should learn to speak. And do speeches like this one. And I had so many things I wanted to do, and I thought I needed to put it into one talk, and I couldn't really make it happen. And we were out in breakout groups, and I was in a beautiful group, but there was one who didn't understand what I was saying, and I was like, oh, darn. And then I tried to put the question to the workshop leader, and the same thing happened. He didn't get what I was trying to say. And I was like, darn, nobody's going to understand what I'm saying. Nobody gets it. I can just as well quit. And I was like, I was about to leave the workshop and not come back the day after. I felt really, really bad, but I tried to do some energy work on it and all these things, and nothing worked. And then suddenly it struck to me, I believe that everything is perfect. So the emotion needs to be perfect as well. How come that this moment, including me being triggered, is perfect? And what I realized was that I can use exactly this to create a talk about it, which is what I've done, right? So I started creating the whole talk around this situation of being triggered and using that as a way of using it for something positive, to react on the perfection in the moment instead of the emotion. To to act on the perfection of the moment and not react or take action on the emotion itself. I just have a look at my notes here. So you can say, well, yeah, but I maybe get emotionally triggered, but I don't need to make a speech. So how can I use it? And well, there are a lot of different situations. You could say, like, if you get emotional, somebody might get emotionally triggered when they're on their first date. Well, if you show you're emotionally triggered, you will get a different kind of emotional connection with your potential future partner. Or like one friend of mine who was in a relationship, or he was, dating someone, and he was really, really much in love with her. And then she dropped him. And what he did was he was sitting with the emotion and dropping deeper and deeper and deeper spiritually through the emotion. Or you can just observe the emotion and see, okay, so where is it in my body? Is it something in my belly that is rumbling? What color is it? Does it have a texture? So be the observer of it, and then through that, realize more and more and more that you're not emotions. So there are all different kinds of ways you can actually use it, even though you're not going to make a speech about it. So what I want you to do next time is to acknowledge that you are triggered. Acknowledge that, and then ask, how is this perfect? How is it perfect that I'm emotionally triggered? And then act on the perfection, because everything is perfect, including your emotions. Thank you for listening.